Hello! Welcome back. How are we doing? I've switched out to the 7900 XTX now, so we'll play a bit more. I did just do a little bit of recording with the 4090 at 8K, so I'll try and edit that out and maybe try and get it out on Sunday. The only issue that I've just noticed though is with AMD, I don't know if it's the latest drivers, but I can't Adobe Premiere Pro doesn't work for me with the AMD card. Oh no, I can't open it. It doesn't work. I don't have time to to look at it, but I noticed it. Like, was it last week I noticed it? But I just thought, oh, maybe it's just an issue. I need to restart my PC. But then today, I can't open it. And it works as soon as I switch. It works straight away. It even worked with my Intel Arc, but it doesn't work with the AMD for some reason. There's just always a problem, isn't there? I'll have to just switch to my 4080 maybe when I switch tomorrow to edit. Unless I can find the time later to look at what that problem is. But yeah, we're just going to be doing some more of this Jedi Survivor 4K. We'll use the same settings as we used earlier, just so we can compare to the 4090. I need to just check my stream settings in that. I'm going to try using QuickSync again. I'm hoping it doesn't crash like earlier. If it does, I might have to switch to, like, the only other thing I could try is AV1 with the AMD card. But all fingers crossed it'll be alright. It's a skill issue? No. Maybe. Please get a new PC. What? Just bear with me 1 sec. I just got to make sure my stream settings are alright. I also noticed in the game earlier, we didn't save it, did we? So I've got to do a bit of a playthrough of the same thing again. Because we didn't do one of those meditating things. But I suppose not a bad thing, we can almost play it like for like with what we played earlier. Why not use AV1? Yeah, because it's just trash. Not that AV1 is trash, but in its current implementation with OBS, it just crashes for me. It crashes like every 10 minutes. So it's like impossible to stream with it. Until they fix and have a stable release in OBS, I can't use it. I also actually just need to check that I need to switch my monitor because otherwise I get massive FPS drops, don't I, with the AMD. Actually, I think I'm alright. Yeah, that's plugged into... My XTX is plugged into this monitor. Alright, I think we're right. Okay, let's look. Let's look at the settings. Sorry about that. Should be roughly... Yeah, 4K, everything maxed. Ray tracing on, FSR disabled. We can check with FSR and stuff. I think that's the same as what we were using earlier. So yeah, we have to just do a bit of a playthrough from just before where I left off. Am I excited for the Golem game? I am, yeah. It looks... I had it on my wish list for a while. I don't know, does it come out... When does it come out? May? Next month? Right, so straight off here,
We just
definitely
need to find a way through here.
slightly less
It's gonna be
FPS.
surprised to see us, huh?
Definitely less than what we had, obviously. You'd kind of expect it, really, but, you know, compared to a 4090.
Good job.
And these lows aren't looking too great, 8 and 7. Only thing I've got to do is remember where I've just got to remember what we got to do. We also are missing... Hang on, I'm missing hotspot and stuff, aren't I? I need to change the version, hang on. Let me change that. There we go. Maybe I should turn the fans up too. These lows though, man. I'll reset them. But it just does stutter, doesn't it? Bring it down.
Oh, I hope they're okay.
Stream is lagging for you.
I guess the platform is somewhere else.
It's okay for me, 0%. It's probably the game you're seeing lagging, right? Not the actual stream. Is it the game you see stuttering? It's definitely not me. 0% for me. Zero dropped. Oh, you mean like the game lag instead of stream lag? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, we got the 0.1% lows, 9. It might just be... We'll obviously play through a bit more. I did notice in the first mission... See there again. In the first mission, it seemed worse at the start, and it seemed to kind of get less. Maybe I just got used to it, I don't know. We had to go over here, didn't we?
Please let me go. We won't prospect in the gorge again.
You hear that?
No, you won't. Do it. Call it in. Another one down. Ravis will walk out. About time. Pretty quick.
That guy has just been absolutely wrecked. Didn't stand a chance, did he?
I found something. It, seems to be closing. Here.
My mistake, I didn't lock the download speed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did wonder. I mean, it looks pretty good my end.
I was...
But it could just be the game stuttering you're seeing, because it's stuttering quite a bit. Like, the stuttering's quite aggressive. Did I come through this way before? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Oh yeah, this guy. Absolutely smoked.
Didn't miss these.
Astro to us, yeah. It does look pretty good.
put. Try again.
Need to slice this.
Power consumption. Oh, damn. I thought maybe I was missing something. Yeah, it gets messed up loads. I have to use different versions of stuff to get it to work between, like, AMD and, it's kind of a bit of a pain. Not sure which one it's going to be. If I just select... There it is. And if I move it down, because that's going to drive my OCD with that color. There you go. It's usually pretty static, maxed out anyway.
You want to press it, right?
Most of the time. Not really too much to see. They'll probably add DLSS in a couple of months, I doubt it. It's AMD sponsored.
Now let's find a way out of this tar pit.
I've never seen an AMD sponsored game add DLSS. Doesn't make sense to do it. Like, DLSS isn't available on AMD cards. Do you think if I fall down there it'll follow me? Or just do that.
What are we doing here? Gardening. It's boring.
Whoa. Holy smokes.
What is it, buddy?
Please buy a new computer. Your computer is weak. What? We good, bruh.
Something catch your eye?
Mars, hello. Upscaling doesn't really do much in this game at the moment. No, it does. It's just the first mission. The first mission, it doesn't. We can take a look, but we had a look earlier with FSR, and it was just a problem, it seemed like, on the first mission. On the second mission, it works like normal. So if we put this on now, we should see a bump in frames. There you go. If you do that same thing on the first mission, it doesn't seem to work. So there's something weird that goes on the first, on like the first world or whatever it's called.
BD, I need help.
So bored. Wow, amazing.
Is this the right way? I mean, that thing's over there. How do we get over there? Get a 4090, it's better. I've got one. Swerves. I have a 4090. Played with it earlier. Will this work now? Oh, wow.
Oh, no! Wait, you're not a raider. My friends.
Is the FSR2 implementation good on this game?
I'm sorry.
I don't know. How do you determine if it's good?
Those blasted raiders.
Like
They take
artifacting
everything.
and stuff.
What were you doing?
I would say it's good, yeah.
Prospecting. Trying to make a living.
Good as like any other game I've used.
And then there's the raiders and the bugs.
We're headed for the nearest outpost. How far is it?
Not too far. Just past the canyon ridge, then into the valley.
You might want to head there too. It's dangerous out here.
I will. Once I know the path is safe.
I think I'm gonna just increase my fans on my GPU because I mean, oof, not looking good, bruv. I wonder if it's gonna work in MSI for me. Think that'll work. What are we at? 2,000. That looks like it's going up. Is it worth getting this game? I think it's probably going to depend on what PC on what hardware you're using. I've obviously only used it on a 4090 in this so far. And for the most part, it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's playable. What that'll be like on older cards, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to try it out on like a 3070 Ti or something. Oh, we didn't want to do that, did we?
There. That should do it. Let's keep moving. We're almost there.
Oh, I thought I missed that.
The stuff gets everywhere.
Haven't finished Dead Island 2? Almost, yeah. I still need to test it out on a 7900 XT, so we'll probably do that and finish it off. I had like 2 missions left or something. Will I try Redfall? I will do, yeah.
BD? BD1!
Day 1 patch. Yeah, no, I didn't have anything yet. The thing is it's done on American time. So I don't know whereabouts you are, but oftentimes we don't in the UK get it until late because say the UK release if in the US it gets released at like afternoon, that's like very late here.
Left you in that rat tar nest.
Test 4070 Ti. I will do the 4070 Ti, yeah. Probably do that on Monday. I'll do the 4080 tomorrow and then I'll do a video Sunday. Because I don't think I'm going to be around, but then on Monday I can switch to could do 4070 Ti. I've got to do 4070, 7900 XT as well. Right, this is actually I think whereabouts we got to, right? Let's switch off FSR for now. Just so we've seen that, we know it works. Test on Steam Deck. I don't have a Steam Deck.
Enemy encounter. Nearby strike.
How do you survive that? He didn't survive that.
Target is
Oh, what on earth's going on?
Get the enemy.
I can't get up there.
Tracking the target.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Damage.
We've also got our double lightsaber.
Target is weak. I'll test you.
Just took a lot of damage doing that.
I'm okay. Look at that.
Is it a HDR game? No, HDR's not on because it's switched off on my monitor. I can't stand it. I don't actually even know if the game has it. I don't think it does. Can't see the setting anywhere. It's all switched off on my Windows anyway. I don't see a HDR setting. Can we get up there? Boom. I'm one of the people that burnt out 7800X3D. Oh, wow. Can you not just get it replaced? Ah, now we can swing, can't we? Surely they just replaced that out for free, no?
Is that? Buglings. You're a long way from Bogano.
Oh, look at these things.
You think I can do that?
Oh,
BD?
look how cute they are. Temps are still the same. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's much I can do about that. I think we're at like 85%. I could maybe turn it up more, but I mean the fans are at 2,100. I've got the reference model, like we know from before, like it runs quite warm anyway by default. There is a difficulty level, yeah. Look at our frames here, 40.
Not a bad change of scenery. Reese's place should be around here somewhere.
And this is an AMD sponsored game. It doesn't seem like it doesn't really work like that. Just because it's AMD sponsored doesn't miraculously mean you're going to somehow get 100. You're going to beat out a 4090 with a 7900 XTX.
Probably met the Bedlam Raiders then.
Attacked us as soon as we landed.
Still limited by the actual hardware inside.
What y'all doing around these parts?
Especially with ray tracing. Just because it's AMD sponsored doesn't mean it's just magically going to play like crazy different from anything else.
My name's Mosey.
I'm Cal. This is BD1.
This game's got a lot of patches that they need to do anyway as well, so...
It's good to see a friendly face.
Likewise. Well, path seems clear from here. Shouldn't get in any trouble. Let's go looking for it. Oh, and say hey to Domodendra when you
You can test how efficient the PC case is. No. I've tested that before, not 20 degrees. It doesn't really change with the side panel off. This card just runs really hot. It's the same in every game. Is this thing evil? It's cool though, doesn't it?
Hey, didn't expect to see you so soon.
Thought I'd check out the stage.
Why still no 7800X3D? I probably won't get one. I've got a 7950X3D.
Stable's down yonder in town, and if you find a beast you want saddled, drop on by.
I'll keep an eye out, Mosey. Thanks.
God, look at my frames here. Do I have a closed case? Closed, yeah. It's not my case, guys. Don't worry. It's the card. Like, we played the 4090 earlier. You just see the difference in temps. Huge. And it's in the exact same case. God, the stuttering here. Stuttering here is not good. What do I do with this? Yeah, it's like running around in this area. It doesn't like it.
Yeah, was thinking the same thing.
I should have used that, shouldn't I? No. Whoa.
That's a fun.
I can't see him. Where is he? Wait, what? Where did you just go? Is there any DLSS frame generation? No. You wouldn't be able to use it on an AMD card anyway. But it's only got FSR, there's no DLSS. How ugly is FSR? FSR quality's okay. I think as soon as you start going below that, it starts looking quite rough. Do me a favor, guys. Make sure to like the stream. Let's try to hit 100 likes. We hit, like, I think we hit 250 earlier. Cool if we could hit that again.
That is our enemy. Without delay. Damage within acceptable zone.
Damn.
Invasion levels rising.
Definitely feels more stuttery for sure. Quite a lot more noticeable. What the hell? There's a leg here.
The enemy is here.
Better run. Oh, I'll get you. Sloppy.
Hey, BD.
I can't heal up.
Toss me one, BD.
Wind. Nice try.
This is really hard.
Just motivates me.
Those two are quite tough. With FSR, yeah, with FSR quality, we can get above 60 with epic settings. Look at that. Yes, David, the first mission is a problem, yeah. Once you get past the first mission, it's a lot better. Like 100%. We had the performance was definitely a lot worse in the first mission. What drivers? Are they the latest ones? I honestly don't know what the number is. I can look. Whatever the latest stable ones are, I don't mess with the beta ones anymore. I'm on 23.4.3. I can't see now which ones you said. They're the ones I'm on though. I'm not messing. I did the beta ones last time and I had just too many problems. I'm not doing it again. And I've still got this weird Corsair, like, the AMD drivers seem to, like, I can't open the Corsair fan software with the new drivers. I can't fix that either. Door is locked.
That's not moving.
There's literally nothing going on screen. No, because I was checking the driver number. Can you still buy 2 GPUs? Oh, SLI, yeah, you can't do that anymore. If that's what... I assume that's what you mean. And yeah, I've just realised 20 gigs of VRAM here. I think we hit... Max was what? Between... I think we hit... People were saying we hit 23 earlier. Should I kill these things or not? Are they going to attack me? Yeah. I felt a bit bad then. Was there a day one patch? Not yet. At least I checked just before I started streaming. There was nothing. It's all this water here now. Look at this wreck my frames. Did you see the tweet EA put out? I don't have Twitter, so no. I've actually never used Twitter my entire life. I honestly wouldn't even know how to use it.
Toss me a stim, bud. Nice throw, BD.
Like, whenever you try and look at tweets and you don't have an account, you can't... It blocks you. You can't actually look at tweets, so...
You interested in the opportunity of a lifetime?
Maybe. Let's hear it.
Some folks ventured into the
Why not
mine
play in
just down yonder.
1440p? Because
No
we're
one's heard
testing out
from it
4K.
since. That's right, little droid. Could be the makings of a tragedy. Most things
I heard the day
uncoverable
one
are.
patch supposedly helped,
Prospectors
and
were
that's
looking
out.
for prior
That's
rights.
out, is it?
Mine is chock full of the
People,
stuff.
no, I've not
Saving
heard
us
anything
folks,
from anyone saying that's out yet. No one's got it.
Of course.
I'll look into it.
Now we're in business. Mine is just down yonder. You can't miss it.
We made it. It'll be good to see Grease again. Been a long time. Maybe he knows where the others ended up. Seer stuck in the past. Marin wandering. Ancient history.
1440p. I mean, you're gonna obviously be above 60, but this is always my view. Why would you spend like this? This card is £1,300. I would never advise anyone to spend that kind of money and play at 1440p. Like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that myself, so I wouldn't recommend anyone else to do it. Like, for my own, if I had to pick a card, there's no way I'd be paying that much for 1440p. Like, that's insanity to me. Between like 65 and 80, something like that. We're stuttering now below 50. You'd probably hold like a lot better above 60, but with the stuttering in the game, you're still going to have problems. I think even if you drop to 1080p, you'd still have problems with this this card. With ray tracing on, at least. What am I doing here? Turn ray tracing off and then on and look at the performance. That's only the first mission, L7. That's a problem. There's a bug with some sort of... The first mission, there's lots of problems for some reason with it. It doesn't do the same thing in the second one. We did that earlier. But yeah, that's 1440p. Still, to be honest, not really a massive difference, if I'm honest. In terms of performance, you're still dipping below 60. You obviously get slightly higher frames, and for more of it, you're going to be above 60, but you still dip below. We could try with ray tracing off. That's really probably going to be the killer on this. Even not, look, it's still below. Gives us, what, like 10 FPS more?
Quick, just act useless.
Easy. We're not looking to cause any trouble.
Probably won't have the stuttering, though, because the frame time already looks better.
There, newcomer. You can't miss it.
Let's have a run around over here. Definitely less stuttery without ray tracing, 100%. It's not really done it at all. Frame time looks a lot better. Tactical shirt. Oh my goodness. Get that on me now. Don't really see where we gotta go. I suppose we've got a map, haven't we? Main objective. With a 4090, Stephen, you'd probably be okay with a 4090. I played earlier. There's streams on the channel from earlier if you did want to see it. Like, it's playable. Depends how much you kind of love Star Wars, I guess.
think you can pull a fast one on us?
Once the only issues you'll have is the first mission. The first mission's going to be rough and like it's not going to play that great. Once you get past that, it's better.
Go.
So as long as if you do get it, don't just play the first bit and think it's not running well. Just get past the first mission. Onto the second planet.
Cannot do. This thing sold us a priceless relic. The key we have been searching for. Except, of course,
It is 60 quid, yeah.
I thought it was the real deal, Ravis. Honest.
Oh. I believe you. But mistakes like these cannot be tolerated.
Definitely not really any stuttering at all without ray tracing.
Of what happens when you cross the Bedlam Raiders? Kill him.
No, not the frog. Or whatever it is.
Walk away.
Oh god.
Jedi.
Here we go.
Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
I'll give it, yeah. Come on.
Fast, aren't ya? Too strong for you. Can't catch me. It only gets worse from here.
I'm going ham on him. Easy.
Impressive.
Sit yourself down.
Next time you want to pick a fight, you go through us.
Thanks for subscribing, dude.
What a delight to see one of your kind in action after all these years.
As I love Star Wars, going to pull the trigger. Fair enough. Did you play the first game?
Noble Jedi Knight.
I think if you really enjoyed the first
Stay
game,
your hand. I shall withdraw.
I think you'd be okay with a 4090. Shouldn't have too many issues. You will dip below 60 here and there, but if you switch ray tracing off, you get about 80 to 90 FPS.
This is him, Doma. This is the one who stood up to the Bedlam Raiders.
All right, that's enough, Turgle.
Torgle?
Get over here.
Yes.
You're Doma?
Well, yes, I am. You got a name, Jedi?
I'm
That's
Cal.
an insane statement. You'll be okay. You heard it here first.
Appreciate it. Kept this quiet.
You'll be alright with a 5090.
I hear on the frontier, only way we
If you don't have
survive
that, just don't bother.
together.
That's right.
Not worth it.
You didn't have to step in just now, but you did.
Yes, you did.
Turgle, shut it. We'll keep your secret safe. Cal. I'm sure we could both benefit from it.
Thanks.
Right, what was it? 1440p without ray tracing. Basically the same FPS we'd had with the 4090 at 4K without ray tracing. Off stream, probably maybe, yeah, 3 or 4 FPS more, so you'd probably be over 100. I'm playing on PS5 on performance mode, had no issues at all. Nice. I thought there were people complaining a lot about the PS5 version. Some of the reviews that I saw, people were really complaining. Right, that's it without, though. I can't actually see now because of the overlay. It's too big. I'll switch it back. I don't really notice the visual difference. You won't really. You're not really going to notice through a compressed YouTube stream. It's going to be hard to tell difference in details. It makes me so nervous when I do that with ray tracing mid-game. You're just waiting for it to crash.
Gray or purple or orange? Wow.
Bit of brand new PC. Windows freezes once in a while. Even games. Does Windows behave the same? No. What do you mean by... I can't see the message now. What do you mean by freezes? What, it crashes with an error code? We've got to go back here, have we? Main objective. We can't get through there though, can we? Get stuck for a second. That doesn't sound right. No, if you DDU'd the drivers, reinstalled them. Could be RAM maybe. What's your RAM? How many FPS with FSR? We were about 60 to 70. It still dips though. Why don't you turn on FSR? Because we want to test out a native. We did try FSR already. That's FSR quality though. Obviously, the more you go down, the higher your frames will be.
Hi there.
You 32 gigs 3. Yeah, I would try maybe DDU your drivers and reinstall them. Maybe
We'll try.
could be some issue.
Thanks.
If you've upgraded, I don't know if you had a PC before. I'd at least try that. DDU all your drivers. Make sure you reinstall all the latest ones. That's what I'd try first. Yeah, RAM and VRAM is wild. 50 gig. Ooh. Better upgrade to 128.
BD1.
Oof. Import me some more of that RAM from the States.
Controls must be elsewhere.
War looks cool.
Let's see what's up ahead, buddy. I need to clear my mind.
Right, skill points. What do we want? Do me a favor, guys. Make sure to like the stream. Try and hit 100 likes. There's definitely enough people in here. So if you haven't liked the stream, make sure you do. Well, I forgot it. Increase the amount of time enemies will attack other enemies while confused. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. That might be useful. Oh, I ain't got no more skills. No more skill points. Is this a British channel? Never really described it like that. I am British, yeah. If that's what you mean.
Eyes up, trooper. Intruder. Do we open fire? Let's shoot him. Negative. This force field can withstand anything these locals throw at it.
British. British, mate. It's a British channel, mate. Oh, I've done him. I've absolutely done him. Where is he? You're going off, mate. Oh. Hit him off. I want to force him off. Oh, I feel a bit bad about that. I feel a bit bad about that.
This won't be easy. Think of the rewards, Shanna.
Wasn't very nice, was it?
Okay.
Right with the stream. How do we get past that barrier? You jump over that?
More priorite.
Don't know how we get past that.
Authorized access only. Turn back, scum.
Just passing through.
Oh, could I use
Nothing that ain't made of durasteel.
could I use the mind control?
This electron wall. Weapons hot, sir. Let's shoot him before he gets ideas. Negative. We've got our orders.
Sure you can't make an exception?
Smell that, scum? That's Imperial air you're breathing. So get back before I forget my orders and we see how tough you really are.
Why don't you drop the
Yeah, I was gonna say, here we go.
shield.
Authorized. Harmless.
I already showed you my authorization.
You already showed me your authorization. Sir? TK-783 to base command. Lower the shield. What? Wait, what? The shield is down! Blast him!
I swear he said blast him after I'd killed him. Oh, is that it, is it? Slice, press... Oh, I didn't read that. I couldn't read it in time. Where are we on the map? We gotta get in there. Can we just stroll through? Did we go this way? We didn't, did we? Oh, okay, we're here. Can I just... Water looks kind of cool. Quick, quick, quick. Look at it on my FPS though. Brutal.
Careful. There's nothing to worry. Whoa!
Am I from Yorkshire? No.
Thanks.
Don't people in Yorkshire sound like... How do people... I don't want to insult anyone. I know what people in, like, Sheffield sound like. Go out to back, out to yard. That's not really Yorkshire, though, is it? They sound a bit different. Go out to back, out to yard, get to... I'm not from South London, no. But I am from the south. I'm on the south coast. I like your accent very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I think I have a pretty generic accent, but it's always hard to tell, isn't it? Anything I know about Yorkshire are the dogs. What? Oh, well, like Yorkshire Terrier. What about Yorkshire puddings? Ooh. Smash down a Yorkshire pudding with gravy in it. Oh. Oh. Thinking about that right now. One of those huge Yorkshire puddings with gravy in it. Oh. Whew. Yorkshire Ripper. Yeah, yeah. I'm not thinking about that. Yeah, let's forget about that one. Get off my land and give me my tractor. I'm not... Is that what I sound like? I sound like I'm from Bristol, do I? Alright, my lover. I'm not a farmer. Do I sound like a farmer?
It sure is good to be back online after all those years. I prefer the cold dark and total power depletion. Oh, yeah, me too.
A bottle of water in it. If I die, my VRAM resets. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Shall I die? You thought I was from down under? Nah. Where... Frag. Where are you from? Are you German? V Gates.
How is he doing that? He just take you out.
Acquiring.
Holy smokes.
Up here.
Bottle of water. Beast mode, beast mode. Oh my god.
Slime.
You're from Birmingham? Tommy! Tommy! I actually don't mind it in Birmingham. I've been there a couple of times. Pretty like, what's the word? Like, vibrant. It sort of seems like a lot going on.
I get it. They're weird things. I'd like to know what's in them, too. But we don't have that kind of time or resource. So no. And please stop asking.
I bet you hate it, though, being from Birmingham. Like, I bet every time you say that to anyone, all you get is, like, Peaky Blinders. Like, I bet that gets so annoying. I imagine you must get that just so much when you tell anyone. Like, the first thing people say is, like, Peaky Blinders. You'll have to tell me. Tell me if that's that what everyone says. Fancy a cuppa, mate? Dog and bone. Oh, you're from Germany, nice. I've been to Dortmund and Berlin, but I want to go to. I'd quite like to go to Munich. I was missing something on your stream and just noticed that you didn't add United Kingdom. Didn't I? As a hashtag? I don't normally add it as a hashtag. Does it normally hashtag that? I don't know. It might just be because I, so in YouTube, all I ever do from that with United Kingdom is you can just set location. Yeah, like, I've got the location here, United Kingdom, it says. I think YouTube decide what hashtags or not. I don't think I have any control over that. Visit Munster. Isn't there... Is there some sort of... is that famous for some sort of food or something? I feel like it is. Oh my god. Well, there's the VRAM. There's the VRAM reset. It normally says it at the title. Yeah, I don't have any control over that though, I don't think. I don't know why YouTube picks that. It's not reset. I've not done anything different than what I normally do. It's not reset my VRAM. Wait, where am I? Wait, what? Can I just fast travel? How do I know where I can fast travel? What? I'm not quite sure where it's left me off from because I've spent the points. JMMJ, thanks for subscribing. Gonna pass on this one. Yeah, fair enough. Hopefully, they'll hopefully fix it with some patches. Maybe get it at a later date. Maybe on discount. Yeah, so it's recorded we've done that. Is this 7900 XTX worth it? It depends what you're doing with the card, I think. Spend more and get the 4090. It depends on a lot of factors, I think. If you're going to play 4K maxed out ray tracing everything, then yeah, obviously the 4090 makes some like reasonable sense. You also don't add... Yeah, I left the live out because basically I was noticing that a lot of the titles, they get like truncated on... they get like shortened on a lot of places. So you can't actually see what the full title is. And I notice a lot of the time people ask me like, what res is this, and it's because they can't see. So I tried to trim it down. I tried to trim the title down so more could fit on there. Yeah, the XTX I think makes more sense. If you're going to play maybe 4K, but you're not bothered about ray tracing, you have that off, then I think it's good value for the price.
You know me a lot less than the others in this go-nowhere town, and I think you feel the same.
What are you saying?
But that's why I think it depends what your kind of
this is a date.
what your expectations on how you want to play are.
Too bad.
Yeah, maybe. Well, so you think it'd be better if maybe I'll just leave the red circle in there, just so it distinguishes between a live and a. Maybe I'll do that instead. Then it's kind of shortened, but not, you know. Maybe I'll do that.
Stay sharp. Affirmative. At least one droid knows how to take orders around here.
Am I experiencing driver problems? I have had driver issues, yeah. Yeah, if you're going to play something specific like COD, yeah, I personally like I don't think it's a great idea to, unless you I mean, I don't know how many people just play one specific game. You know, like, it's tough to buy a graphics card just being like, well, I'm just going to play COD. Like, you honestly don't know what you might play in the future, you know? Just to make your decision based off of that, I think is a bit of a tough one. I would probably never advise doing that, but... Like, if you want the card to last, I would probably suggest, like, avoiding a decision like that. Because, like, 2 years or from now or something, you don't know what you're going to be playing. I'd try and avoid making a decision just based off something like that, personally. That would be my advice. I would do it more at, like, fundamentals of, like, how you're gonna be playing. You know, what resolution you're gonna be playing, and then what, if you're using ray tracing, or even if you're streaming and stuff like this, that affects it more than, like, one specific game. Like, affects your overall experience. Be positive, be hello. How does this run without ray tracing? It runs a lot better. It doesn't stutter as much. And it runs, well, I forget what, we were above 60, weren't we? But sometimes still dipping under 60. No, actually we weren't. It only gave us about a 10 FPS jump, I think. We were at like 55 to 60, something like that. Ray tracing's on right now, yeah.
Let's head out.
What is the difference between streaming and AMD? Well, at this current point in time, like, NVENC encoder and Nvidia is still way better. Like, the quality is just way better. That's really the main difference. It's going to probably, the gap will be not as far when AV1 is fully, like, properly used, but as of now, like, right now, like, NVENC is still if I had to pick from any encoder that I would use, I'd rather use NVENC. You're going to get the best quality on that. Right, this is where we died. We want to be a bit careful here. Just gonna have to. That doesn't really last very long, does it? We're gonna have to get that updated, aren't we? Oof. Big of a visual difference improvement. Not really.
Come here, BD1.
It's not like ray tracing in other games. I think someone earlier was saying it's just DXR, which is like what Battlefield 5 has. It improves things slightly, but it's not the same kind of effect as like, you know, say like Cyberpunk or something. It's not like that. Some areas look better than others, like areas like this when you've got water and stuff and like lighting through here kind of look better with it on. But when you're in those big areas, it doesn't have the same effect as like another game. A lot of other games look better with ray tracing. What else we got to do here? I've completely missed the actual... It's not the objective, is it? FSR... No, FSR's not on at the moment. What encoder I'm using now? QuickSync. Just because it's on my integrated graphics on my CPU. So I can use QuickSync, which means it's not using the graphics card. Is this game better on controller or mouse? I would say so. What's weird is you get a prompt right. Mouse and keyboard doesn't work properly on this game. For example, if I try and go into the options and stuff, like if I try and quit the game, I can't click these. Look, I'm clicking with my mouse. It doesn't work. I have to use controller for it to work. And when you boot up the game and you try and use mouse, it tells you, it comes up and says, this game is better to use controller. It literally actually says that. But I definitely do think it's easier on controller, but that's just me. Because I guess on mouse, your lightsaber is the click, and it just, I don't know, to me that just feels really, really off. Yeah, QuickSync encode is not too bad. It's somewhere in between, in my opinion. Like, AMD's the kind of least quality, the worst, not the worst quality, it's still okay, but between all three, NVENC could be the best. QuickSync, I think, is somewhere in the middle. The issue with AMD is on motion. You could probably YouTube, like, AMD encoder versus Nvidia NVENC. And you'll see. But AMD, for whatever reason, their encoder, it doesn't deal with motion very well. It gets really blurry and pixelated. And that's kind of been the case for a while, and I thought they were saying a lot of that it was going to be improved a lot this gen, but I have used it on the new cards, and it's still like that. But like I say, AV1 should probably bridge that gap quite a lot. Which I can test out more AV1, but I have tested it before, but it crashes my OBS in beta. In the beta OBS, it's not that stable. And I didn't want the stream to keep crashing all the time. It's not really, so until they can get it into, if they get it into stable OBS, I'll try it again. I couldn't change the graphics settings. Yeah, I know. The settings menu is just like... it's not great. Especially with mouse and keyboard. What the hell? Get away from me! What are those things?
Nice job.
Is FSR as bad on... I wouldn't say it's bad on either. It's the same because it's software based. The only one I think, obviously DLSS is hardware based, so you can only get it on Nvidia. The Intel version, what is it? XESS, I think it's called. That'll work on Nvidia and AMD, but it'll always be better on an Intel card. It'll perform better if you had an Intel card. I believe, anyway.
Somewhere.
Been here a while. Maybe they're one of the missing prospectors.
Does the lightsaber have bad MF engraved? No, it has big boy benchmark bad MF. That's what it's got on it. I'll get that tattooed on my forehead. I've just messed... Oh my god, I fucked that up. Messed that up. XTX has a hardware agnostic version that will work on anything. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of coincides with it'll work on the hardware accelerated like on Intel cards then, right? Is that what you mean?
We can trade this at Doma's shop.
I think it's a feature when you choose purple. What, you having a go at my choice of lightsaber color?
Good job.
Not too happy about that. How dare you come at my lightsaber color? Anyway, so no, yeah, I have actually tried that. I've got an Intel Arc, so I didn't really notice like a ton of difference from. I think we tried it in Hogwarts Legacy because not many games have it. There's not like a ton of games that have the XESS. I think Cyberpunk has it. Well, no disrespect. Oh no, I'm only messing around. I think I do prefer the blue one though. The blue one just looks like, you know, look like the blue or the green one. To be honest, I'd want a red one, but it doesn't let you. Yeah, Mace Windu. Oh yeah, he had the purple one, didn't he? Who had a green one?
Just what kind of creature lives down here?
Cause didn't like
All right. Let's look.
in the very, very most recent movie with Rey, doesn't she at the end have a yellow... Well, actually, I won't spoil it. I don't know if people haven't seen it.
Look at this rib cage. Think the Bedlam Raiders would pay for fossils? Oh no.
Gotta be one of the missing prospectors, buddy.
The rock textures are looking quite bad. I haven't really noticed. Change stance. Ah, dual wield. You know what? I might try that out. I'll have a look. How many have we got? We got one. To be fair, what's the rule on spoiling if you haven't seen it? What's the period of time in which if you've not seen it in that time, then someone else can say what happened? You know? Like, if you've not seen the Game of Thrones ending at this point, can someone still spoil it for you, you know? Because there's so much time. It's a decade, is it? Is that the rule? I wonder if there's like an unwritten rule, you know? Like, if you've not seen it by now, that's not any, you know? You should have watched it. I remember when my sister spoiled I Am Legend for me. It's literally straight out the cinema. I said, don't tell me, I don't want to know. And she just tells me the whole thing. I'm just like, I literally just said, don't tell me. Oh my god. How do I go for this thing? Should we get the double whammy out? Oh my god. Oh my god. Take one to the jugular. It's like an Elden Ring boss. Come on, bro. You ain't got nothing. You'll do nothing. You ain't gonna do shit. No! That was... Where was he? Try and... I don't think you can block that heavy. One thing I've learned is when they go red... When they go red, you can't block that attack. It's like God of War. You have to dodge it. What's my favorite thing about this game? I quite like the combat and like when it's slow-mo cutscenes and you're like, you know, using the lightsaber. I like that. I'm very easily pleased, you know. I can't believe how much damage this thing does. What the hell? The issue is you can't dodge it. Like, as soon as you get hit once, you can't get out. It's game over. Like, if he stomps on you, you're dead. Like, you can't get out. I'm thinking maybe we just go for standard lightsaber. I wish I had something I could chuck at him from up here. And I could cheese it. Like you, like... If he stomps you once, you've had it. Heavy attack. What do you mean? I will press Y. To be honest, I'm thinking like we're probably not at the right level here. Like, it's 2-hit dead. No, I can't throw a lightsaber, no. Like, if he hits you once, you're kind of screwed. Like, I'm gonna have to heal. As soon as he hits me, I'm gonna have to heal. Like, look. There's no way, is there? It just feels like there's no way that I kill this thing. Go, go, go! I can't dodge it. I mean, I've over halved it. Oh wait, I can do this on it, can't I? Does this not work on it? I'm not sure that works. I mean, my health's a bit of a situation here. Is there health anywhere? Go, go, go! Oh my god. Oh my god, he's done it.
I know what killed those prospectors. Wait till Grease hears about this. Right on his doorstep.
Oh, the internet is dying. Hang on. Right. You've seen here first, folks. Smash the boss. No health. Perk acquired. How do we do that? See, like that finishing move on the boss there, I quite like that. It's quite cool. 1440p. With these exact settings, it was about... What did we have? 70 to 80, something like that. Right, we've got perk now. Equipped perk. That's the only one we got.
Let's move, BD.
If I rest, will I get health? I think I do, right? Here we go. So did I have to kill that thing for the mission, or...? I think we can go back now, right? How do we get out? No, this is the way we... This is where we went. Do you want to go back? Is it through there or is it through here? No. Am I using FSR? No. Native. Can we get out? Doesn't look like... Oh, we can. Is the game great? Oh, it's okay, yeah. It's fairly fun. Performance isn't amazing, but it's been worse on the AMD. It's definitely more stuttery. The real issue is ray tracing. If you have that on, it stutters quite a lot. I think I can just go back to this guy, can I now?
Did you get a load of Cage hanging in a booth, all mysterious?
The bigger mystery, why she decided to wear that hat in public. like a dinner plate.
You tried it on a 3900X run, yeah. I can hit 60, but it's not as stable. We're like somewhere on the first mission. It's kind of rough because the first mission's not that great. But once you're on the second one, I was hitting kind of between 55 and like 75, 80. But yeah, definitely bottleneck with that CPU. Oh, look at this. Batista, thanks for subscribing.
Nothing. Thanks.
Oh, well, that's a mistake.
I'm looking for an old friend. 4 arms. Hairy. Big mouth.
Ow! Vertically challenged? You can come out now, old boy. The coast is clear.
I tell you, Monk, the Bedlam Raiders are gonna be the end of this town.
Hey, here he is.
No hope, zero, zilch, nothing. How you doing, BD? Wait a minute. Cal. Cal, just get over here, you son of a bogling. Oh, it's been a while. I missed you, kid.
Hey.
Let me look at you. You look terrible.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Grease.
Hey, are you taking care of him? Are you taking care of the Mantis?
Well, we ran into some trouble on our last job.
What sort of trouble?
The Imperial kind.
Oh, yeah, I should have guessed. They've been creeping around Cobo, too, lately.
Gyro's burnt out on the Mantis. We'll need your help to get moving again.
Yeah, sure, whatever you need. Come on, grab some seat. Listen, Monk, get my friend something special to drink.
Refreshments. One slippery monk coming right up.
Does the PS5 actually run this at 60? What, 4K? No, I doubt it. PS5 doesn't really run anything at 4K 60. Like 4K native 60.
Monk and I picked it up from the previous owner through a,
Probably, I think in performance mode, I think is what it's called on there. But it's probably, it would be dynamic resolution scaling, so it's not native, it's not like this.
They don't have anything they need. Hey, what happened to the Mantis?
Oh, we were on Coruscant, gathering intel for Saw Gerrera. Things got bad. Only 2 of us made it out. Everything I'm doing feels pointless. The Empire's only growing stronger. Things, haven't been the same since the team split up.
Yeah, hey, we had some good times, didn't we, huh? Me, you, the Space Witch, Seer. Have you talked to her lately?
Marin's always on the move, exploring new places, making new friends.
I was talking about Seer.
No. It's been a while. You?
If a 3900X can't hit 60, yeah, I mean, PS5 doesn't do 4K native 60 in pretty much any game. I don't think there's any games that it does that.
Why don't you relax a little before we fix the Mantis? The galaxy can wait a couple hours.
Well, we should probably get moving as soon as we finish.
You know, you're looking at some, was it like Forspoken, some areas it's hitting 20 and stuff.
Check it out.
You know, and that's even with dynamic resolution scaling sometimes, so.
Thanks, Grace.
Cool little bar. It is all a bit empty though, isn't it? Not really. I want one of those little live bands.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
Is there a problem?
I could have sworn I heard you stirring up a raider-sized problem just outside.
I didn't start that fight.
Well, it certainly seems you finished it.
It's like the PS5. Exactly, yeah. Games are developed differently on console compared with PC. You know, the console's specifically designed to just run a game, that's it. And it has to run... You know, it's all about... PC's kind of the... I don't know why, but PC's almost the opposite in terms of... Developers don't seem... Although, we're seeing stuff with like Redfall now where developers don't really seem as bothered about console performance either, but... It's just, it's developed to just run, you know? It runs for everyone at the same level, you know? It's just like, there's no modification to it. It's just as long as it runs and there's no issues, it just, you know, that's what it's designed to do. To just work out the box. PS5 is a potato. Your words, not mine. It didn't come from my mouth. Oh god, everyone's saying it. Careful.
That can't be up to code.
You might awaken.
Out here on the frontier.
You might awaken a Sony boy.
There's the kitchen. Basement must be through here.
PS5, the gaming machine for a poor man. Oh my god. Oh. No holding back. We got one other skill point. What's my opinion about this game? It's pretty good. Performance is obviously not that great. Performance isn't amazing. The game's cool. It doesn't... It's kind of a bit similar to Dead Island 2, really, in terms of it doesn't really do... There were a couple of new things that they've added that are quite cool. But the actual kind of fundamental game is not... You know, it's not anything crazy different.
That's Sears Helix set. Wonder why it ended up here.
Why FPS Solo on such a powerful 4090? I'm not on a 4090.
Let's check this out later. I really need some rest. Cobo's pretty far from the nearest trade route. Looks like Grease makes do with salvage.
I want one of these outfits. At least devs can easily optimize. Yeah, exactly. I do think half the battle with PC is that there's just new hardware all the time. Like, that must be a nightmare.
Never change.
Like, to develop on a console, you know that. Like, how long's the PS5 been out for now? Like, it hasn't changed at all, you know?
Thanks for letting me crash here.
It must be easier to develop for something like that, which you know is going to be around for, like, 5 years plus. And it doesn't change in terms of the hardware. It's just like that the whole time. We're on PC, it's like, you know,
I'm fine.
if you're comparing the difference in time between like the standard series, like a 4090, and then the TI versions, you're talking like
one of us has to keep fighting.
That's like every year basically.
Yeah, because
3 years. It's been out for more than 3 years. Yeah, but that's a significantly. Like, imagine no GPUs or CPUs coming out for 3 years on PC.
I know you all had your reasons for leaving, but walking away isn't an option for me.
Like, I think that's really half the battle sometimes.
And where's that gotten you, Cal? I wish things were
like, if you're developing games, which I think a lot of these studios are aiming a lot of games obviously on the newer hardware, newer cards, so then everyone with 30 series cards or whatever, you know, AMD older cards start having problems.
Home, Grease. There is no home. Home was the order. It was my teacher. It was everyone I lost.
November 2020, yeah. PS5.
Give up and stick my head in the sand.
So it'll be what? It'll be 3. It's like 2.5 years.
But you gotta take it from me. Somebody who had to learn the hard way. You gotta know when to walk away from a rigged game. Otherwise, you are gonna end up losing something you.
The main advantage of the console is there's only 1 or 2 hardware. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly my point. Yeah. I'm not saying it's impossible for PC. It just must be a much harder It must be a much harder process, and when you're dealing with deadlines where a game's got a release by, I think that's what we're seeing. Games are just kind of, like, haphazardly released in weird states because they've got a deadline, you know?
Now you go ahead and look. I keep a lot of spare parts down there.
They get it just about right. It could take them another 6 months, and they just think, well, we can patch it and make it work better as we go.
Kyle, can I tell you one thing? It's really good seeing you again.
Yeah, you too. Agrees.
The devs are just lazy. Thing is like, I'm a developer too, and like, it's easy to say devs are lazy, but in all honesty, like, 80 to 90% of issues that there are at technology companies, even software stuff, is because of, like, management. There have been times where I've said, look, this isn't ready. This is not ready to be released. And management just want it released anyway. And there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you're telling them this is not in any state to be used. And they just want it out anyway. It doesn't matter. And there's like, as a developer, that's got nothing to do with me being lazy. I'd happily work on it if I was given more time. But you're forced into things sometimes. Like, you have no alternative. If you're told by senior management, like if you're a game developer and you're told by senior management it's got to be out on a certain date, that's it. Like, you could turn around to them and say, this game's not ready for 6 months. They'll just say, we're not interested. It's releasing on, you know, 28th of April, then that's it, you know? Like, there's nothing as a developer, there's nothing you can do about that. It's kind of out of your hands. Which is sad, really, but that's what destroys my, like... I like being creative and stuff, but a lot of that in development is destroyed out of you by just people who, you know, management and stuff who aren't even involved in development. They just sort of give the orders, you know.
I should go in the tunnels and get that part for Grease.
And of course, there are lazy devs, sure, like, you know, there's always there's people who kind of take less pride in stuff everywhere, you know. I think you'll probably get that in any area of work, of course, but I do think sometimes, like, a lot of the issues are caused by just senior management and, like, investors and stuff like this, you know. Just wanting their money. Where have I got to go here? In the tunnel. It's all Boris's fault. And that, yeah.
Old smuggling tunnels, huh? Grease always kept a few secrets up his sleeve. Ouch. I'll check it out. Find something?
Make sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. We're 6 likes.
Are these what spook Grease?
6 likes off 100. Surely we can hit that. We're so close. I hope AI will help devs more. Yeah, it should do, yeah. What's my opinion on a 6750 XT? For what, 1440p? Oh, look at this thing.
Come on.
Give it a little stroke. Oh, look at it.
Hey, little guy.
Why has it got blue legs? I'm gonna mind... Can I mind control it? No. 1440p. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. 1440p. 700 XT is decent. So the 50's is a bit better than that. I like it. Won't be amazing with ray tracing, but I'm not sure if that's what you intend to use or not. What you intend to use it for, like 1440p maxed out ultra, you should be pretty good. Do I do this for a living? No. I'm a developer too. These kinds of definitely, yeah. Yeah, QA is a big part, but then I've seen stuff skip QA because of time constraints, personally. You know, that does happen. I'm only just talking from... I don't do game development, so I don't... Obviously, we can assume they're similar, but I honestly don't really know how, like, game dev studios are set up, really. I know a guy used to work for... worked for a few years at a game studio. I imagine there's some similarities, but... what do I do? I'm a software engineer. Try that out. What's my primary code language? C#, I would say. See, that's probably what I've used in the last, like, 5 years. Mostly. Like, at work. I've done some stuff in Python, like, in my own time, but, like, my core work stuff is normally C#. Oh, no! He's hit me right off. Does he get paid a lot to work? Not anything crazy, no. Pretty, like, average for the UK, I would say. I just saved up. I've saved up for all my graphics cards and stuff. I saved, like, all my money for the last 7 years, 6, 7 years. Am I worried AI might make me obsolete? Nah, not in my lifetime. No, I doubt. Companies, it'll take a long time for companies to fully be reliant on just AI to code stuff, I think. Like, you'd still need someone to be, like, checking it, and, like, all of that infrastructure doesn't exist. I doubt that's going to exist in my lifetime. Like, an AI coding and QAing its own stuff. Like, for a company to trust that, I doubt I'd see that in my lifetime. They'd still need people employed. And I don't think they have enough developers of stuff as it is now, so I don't... Like, it's a pretty... what's the word? It's a pretty, like, in-demand skill, so... I can't really see that going... That like, going anywhere in my lifetime, I doubt. I know we're close to it, yeah, but I don't think for, like... I'm talking about, like, full adoption of it. I think it would take a while. I don't think we're near, like, full adoption of something like that where we completely exempt everyone from it. I don't think we're anywhere near that. And then you also need developers. Obviously, the whole AI infrastructure will need people to maintain it. It'll need people working on the actual AI, and, you know, like, that's just another job. Like, it just changes the job, really. It doesn't necessarily make... It makes maybe some... I don't know. Maybe it makes some people obsolete, but then the more AI you have, the more people you need to work on that. So it's like... It just kind of changes the industry. In the same way that computers like changed the industry, people said the same thing when computers were coming into use, weren't they? That they were going to make people like programs, software and stuff now, but software and stuff now hasn't made humans completely obsolete. It's just changed the way people work. It'll obviously reduce the jobs, but people will just need to learn different skills. That's all I think anything ever is. You just need to learn different skills. Like the Jedi here. But even if it does make everyone obsolete, like, I wouldn't... It's not something I worry about, because then there has to be something in place where people would earn some kind of, like, universal basic income, you know? They're not just going to be like, right, no one's got a job anymore, that's it. Like, it's not going to be like that, is it? Because then the economy wouldn't function. Like, no one would be spending any money. That would be a bigger concern. Like, if no one's earning money, no one would be spending money, and all economies would just collapse overnight. That would be the... That would probably be the bigger worry. Yeah, and I think... No, like I say, I do think it will make people lose their jobs, of course, but then I think you just need to diversify skills. Really, that's what I think. Like, but I think you should be doing that all the time anyway. Like, nothing is ever forever.
Almost reminds me of the Jedi training.
Like, I think it's good to just have a vaster range of skills, like... Like, for example, from my perspective, if an AI takes my job away from me from coding, I have loads of server and stuff related skills, even like hardware and stuff, which like I think would still be useful, even in an AI world. All of that stuff will still be useful. Like, even just that alone would be useful. You can lean into that more as opposed to just coding, you know? Just like, I think that's the better way to look at it. How do I like pivot my skills here into something useful? Would be how I looked at it. And even like, I have quite a lot of machine learning skills and stuff like this. Like, that would still be, I would have thought, quite useful. Like, I did neural networks and stuff at uni, which I've not done in a long time, to be fair, but that's all to do with AI. So, you know, skills like that, I still think would be pretty useful.
What is this place?
Alan, you're back here. Did you learn coding at school? I'm kind of a mixture of half and half. I self-taught a bit, and then I went to uni. So I kind of did a bit of both.
We're still running down here.
But to be honest, most of the stuff I've learned is just through actual being at work. You know, you learn a bit at uni, but you don't, you know, you learn way more when you're actually in the, when you're in the deep end, you know?
Not bad. Think we could walk on that?
Found your channel recently. You're a cool dude next to Jack Frag, Squidgy, PC-centric, tomographic. Thanks. I appreciate it. Alan, thanks. PC-centric, actually, funnily. I don't really know him, but he was on the same course. He was in my uni classes, in the same... We used to have the same units. And what's funny is I didn't actually... I didn't, like I said, I maybe, like, mixed with him or said, like, spoke with him once or twice, but, you know, you obviously speak to a lot of people at uni. But, it wasn't until I found his channel, like, a couple of years later, I was like, I know, I've seen this guy, I recognize this guy. And yeah, it turns out he was, I found his LinkedIn and he went to the same uni as me and he studied the same course. I was like, he was definitely on my course. But he must have been doing the channel and that when we was at uni. He must have been doing all that.
I'm sorry it has come to this.
Will it be a complete memory purge?
No. Only what the council demanded.
Then at least I shall remember you.
I'll have to reach out to him if I ever hit, like, you know, a couple of 100,000 subscribers, because he's got an absolutely huge channel, isn't he? I'll have to reach out to him and say, you know,
What is your name?
I remember seeing you at uni.
I am ZNA4, of course. How may I serve the order?
Z. Tell me how to navigate the Cobo Abyss.
I have no information on that in my memory banks. Master
600,000, yeah, it's crazy. His channel grew a lot, didn't it, during like COVID and the 30 series, I think. His channel blew up quite a lot.
That is why I have a very important task for you, Z. Take this.
A tuner? Oh, what a fine model. Oh my!
It's crazy when you see how the channels kind of snowball though, you know? Once you get to like a couple of 100,000, it snowballs massively.
Am I not coming with you?
No.
Do you need a degree to get a job? What, in software engineering?
Fear it will be lost forever.
Not necessarily. You could maybe get an apprenticeship, but it's definitely harder and harder because you're competing against people with degrees. So if you don't have a degree, you know, you could get lucky, but I think, yeah, your only way maybe is like for an apprenticeship or something. But I don't really know how many of those there are because I obviously don't really ever look for stuff like that. But
I think this droid has been here for hundreds of years.
Good day. Or is it night?
there are definitely other ways into it, but yeah, I think it gets harder and harder because more and more people now have degrees in it. So if you're competing against someone with a degree and you don't have one, that's always a very hard situation to be in.
How long has it been?
I'm Cal. This is BD. We're gonna help you.
Pleasure to meet you both. Some help would be most appreciated.
But you have to be interesting to Snowball YouTube channel. I'm just not that interesting to listen to. Yeah, I don't know. Am I interesting to listen to? I don't know. I never really thought I was, but it's one of those things. I think it definitely takes time and practice. Like I'm not a very good talker. I'm not very good at talking like in front of people a lot of the time. So it definitely takes some time. I'm not very good at talking and playing. That's sometimes hard. I can't do two things at once. Yes, you are. Thanks. I appreciate it. In our university, there was a bloke from a farm who'd never used a computer. Oh my god. He's working as a dev now. That's crazy. Do you think I could jump down there? Do I see this taking over? It is, yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? 22 gigs of VRAM as well. I think we've got... I've probably got a memory leak. I'd maybe need to restart. We had issues like this earlier and I restarted and it fixed it. But the issue is then it just you know, it increases back up again.
I'm more of a poncho
It was
guy.
21 at the start, was it? Where with the 4090, when I died, it kind of reset it, but it doesn't do the same thing with this card.
Then you can reach the crane controls. I think.
How old am I? I'm 31.
Years, who really knows?
This droid's got more than a screw loose.
What was that?
I said, hold tight, Z.
True human beings are not good at multitasking. Wait, everyone else is a fake. Everyone else is a fake human being. I've had an absolute blunder there. How do you think I could do that? Oh, can I not grab on? Oh, look at it. Look at that. Oh my god.
I'll have you free soon, Z.
Diablo 4 is recommended 32 gigs of RAM. Yeah, I think there was, from the beta, when I played the beta, there's definitely a memory leak in that game. It was using like 24 gigs of VRAM at 4K.
I was knighted in the field.
I think there's a new, there's a beta again for it, isn't there, coming out? I think. That's in May, is it? I might have to, I played the beta quite a bit. I might have to check that out as well.
Thank you, Cal.
Don't mention it.
If you'll excuse me, I've been delayed long enough.
KDY. Boo, thanks for subscribing.
Mind if I take a look?
Well, I must admit, I am in need of repair.
So Z, what's Tanalor?
A planet hidden within the Cobo abyss.
Do you notice ray tracing? Not. It's not a massive effect. It doesn't have the same effect as it does in other games. In some areas it looks okay. When you've got, like, we were in an area earlier, it had water, there was like light coming through the top of the cave. It looks quite good. But I don't really think it's full ray tracing anyway. Can't wait for season 5 of 2042. Hopefully you'll cover it. Yeah, I quite enjoy 2042 at the moment. I don't mind it, it's quite fun. So definitely check it out.
Master Kree had a brilliant mind. Do you know her, Cal?
Can't say I do.
No matter.
And if they bring season 5, I hope they've got Rush XL, because I really like that game mode. But they just don't have it all the time.
Very fortunate you came along when you did.
Yeah.
The new remap. Yeah, the I forget what it's called. The record, yeah, doesn't it begin with a D or something? And it's got all this shit, the container ships. Just, what was it? I can't remember what it's called.
Z, that planet you mentioned.
Discarded, is that it? Yeah.
What a wondrous place.
How do I get there?
Navigate the Cobo abyss.
That must be the knowledge your master purged from your memory banks.
Well, she must have had her reasons.
Oh, it's the little... the little things.
Since the last time I stood here.
33 gig. Yeah, I can... we could do a quick reset of the game once I save it, and we could check it out. I think it's got to be like something's leaking. Cindy, the TV's leaking.
You're not alone. We'll help you get back on your feet.
If you turn on ray tracing, will you get 60 FPS? Devil Shooter, hello. No, it's more like 55. 55 to 60. It doesn't keep over 60.
I'll be there in a moment, Cal. Don't wait on my behalf. Oh, such strange.
Is there any significant difference in performance problems?
What is that?
It's definitely more stuttery with the XTX. Obviously, we've got lower frames, but it does stutter more with ray tracing on. As you could kind of imagine, really. There's a save down in the thing, isn't there?
I'm not a Bedlam Raider spy. I'm a friend of Cal Kestis.
Cal, what's it? Look,
I do have 64 gig, yeah.
Cantina. I don't know anybody named Cal Kestis.
Hey, Grease.
See it drop down, 24.
Oh, Cal Kestis.
Found the gyro.
It's definitely something funky going on.
Grease Dritus, this is Bodakuna. He was on Coruscant. Wouldn't have made it out alive without his help.
Oh, all right. Hi, nice to meet you.
It hit the limit.
Fortunately, I don't think I have another bed available. Wait a minute. Another one? Cal, you have a very bad habit of picking up strays.
I am ZNA4, humble servant to the Jedi Order.
Oh, I take it you haven't broken the news yet.
She was trapped underground.
I've never seen this design before. This droid almost looks like an antique.
Did you find anything down there worth credits?
Credits? Cal, you have saved me, but I must ask more of you still.
Oh, here it comes.
Can I suggest upgrade from overclock? What are you playing at 1080p?
Cannot fulfill that duty. Please. If I fail my mission, the key to Tanalor may be lost forever.
Are you going from 1080p to 1080p, or you want to go to 1440p?
Just say Tanalor?
You've heard of it?
Yeah, it's an old prospector's legend about a lost world filled with treasure.
Maybe this droid proves it's more than a myth.
Could be worth checking out.
Yeah, but first, I gotta fix the menace before the raiders snatch it.
I'll escort you out there. Watch your back while you make the repairs.
Huh. Is he as tough as he looks?
Next to Seer, he's the best marksman I've ever met.
Okay. We'll take care of the menace.
I'll go see what's in the forest.
Thank you, Cal. As soon as I am in full operating order, I will...
1440p to 4K you want to go.
Z.
With or without ray tracing, are you bothered about ray tracing?
Why don't you ease up on the thrusters? Come along. I can get you tuned up, shined up, and caught up on the state of the galaxy.
Cal, I'm gonna lock up the saloon so the raiders don't trash it. Use the back door, would you?
You want ray tracing? If you want ray tracing 1440p, from the new cards, probably a 4070 if you want to do that.
Coming right up, Heritage. Coming right up. But something tells me you'd appreciate the soap more after we chat. Strap yourself in.
And that'll be at about 60.
Hard to process.
I think the 7900 XT is probably a better buy, but it'll be more expensive, and the ray tracing performance isn't going to be as good right now. Like if you were to buy it right now, it's going to probably cost you like another how much? Probably like £200-300 more. At least in England it will. And then yeah, ray tracing performance won't. You know, it might improve in the future with drivers and stuff, but as of right now, you're worried about the VRAM on the. Yeah. There's no way to. I mean, you know, the only way to really get around that though would be a 4080, and then you're looking at that's 4K really. If you were gonna go for the 4080, then you should go for 4K really. Uh, 7900 XT will be fine. Yeah, I'm just thinking of ray tracing maxed out though in brand new games. I think it would struggle.
There is only the Force.
And you know, it also then depends your budget too, because that's still going to be £200-300 more. We don't really need to reset it now, do we? Because we've got 24 gig now. Where do you have to go? Is it worth playing for 4K at lower FPS compared to 1080p where you can maximize?
That's the gate Z told us about.
It's going to depend what game you're playing. If you were playing a multiplayer shooter, I'd rather play 1080p with higher refresh. But if I'm playing a game like this, I'd rather play at 4K. As a 4090 run this. With all these exact same settings, we had roughly on this level from what we played, about it kind of ranged between 55 and 75, 80. With these exact settings. All depends on the games, yeah. I'm just thinking for kind of long, you know, I was thinking like sort of newer games. Like if we're looking at ray tracing, like without ray tracing, I think there's no question about it. I'd get the 7900 XT. But then if you are going to use ray tracing, like you're definitely keen on using that. Because just look at, I know it's path tracing, but just look at the difference in performance on that on Cyberpunk. Like my 4070 outperforms a 7900 XT at that. You know, if those are the things that you're looking for in the game, then so yeah, like everything, it's going to depend. It depends. Depends on your expectations, what you're looking for. Sneaky Sean, hello. No worries, dude. Thanks for checking in. Is playing 45 FPS? 45 isn't too bad. When you start getting down to here, 30, 35, it gets a bit choppy. Especially with this stuttering, you see? On the frame time. But it's not, you know, I play a lot of games. I play 8K. I can play 8K at 20 FPS, you know? It doesn't affect me too much. I'm looking at this to sort of see what it can do. I'm not too... Doesn't bother me too much about the exact frame rate. As long as we're not at, like, you know, 10. If we were at 10, then, yeah, it'd probably annoy me, but... We're not there yet. We unlocked something else. Can you only have one at a time? Block meter is increased. What's the most best visually looking game? Whatever. Oh, I don't know. We're losing a lot of frames, are we? Don't do it to me. Don't. Hang on. Hang a bat. Right, sorry. It's not a crash, no. I was just trying to fix out. I'm still trying to sort my internet situation. I use like bonded internet connections, and I changed the network protocol to UDP to try and get it to stop dropping frames. Time to lower that res. It's got nothing to do with that. It's my internet. Just trying to test things out. It turns out it doesn't like YouTube and OBS don't like you changing network protocols like midstream. Oh no. Don't do that again. Don't touch that again. Right, stop messing around. Yeah, what were we? Best looking game. Yeah, Cyberpunk with path tracing does look very good. I always really like Red Dead Redemption 2. I always thought that looked... If you add ray tracing to Red Dead Redemption 2, like, hands down, easily looks the best game. Or if they remastered it or something, like, I think that would, hands down, look like the best game, probably. Like, it's obviously a bit older now. Trying to think. There's so many games. Tarkov. I'm trying to think of all the like most recent games. Dead Space, Callisto Protocol, those games look really good. It's hard though because some games you compare, I suppose both those games have ray tracing, don't they? It's hard to compare games that don't have ray tracing with games that do have it. It's kind of an unfair fight.
Don't think so. I guess
Have I got no way I can jump back up there? No. How do I get back up? Last of Us, yeah, Last of Us looks really good. Uncharted, those games look really good. Yeah, Last of Us does look very good. I think just Red Dead Redemption for me is like the scenery and everything just looks insane. Like, that's what does it. Like, just the open world aspect and the scenery just look insane. But then it's obviously a bit of an older game. Minecraft with texture packs. Don't you dare. Roblox. I'll tell you what game looks really good. Well, it looked really good in 8K. That Kenner Bridge of Spirits. That game looked insane at 8K. I know it's like animated, but... Sheesh. Alright, I'm not quite sure what I've got to do here. Horizon Zero Dawn, yeah, that looks really good. To be honest, I think it's... basically, what I'm demonstrating here is I think it's very hard to have one... super hard to have one game that looks the best. Because they're all just quite different. It's like I can't have a favourite game either. When someone asks me what's my favourite game, it's hard. It's like someone asks me what my favourite song is. It's hard to... There's too many. Or like a favourite movie, you know? It's too many to have a favourite one, I think. They'd updated Forspoken, have they? Yeah, I might have to have a look. The issue is with my heavy attack. Hard to like... Hard to
Need to pick me up. That was close.
There's a box here. Anyone tried Survivor? No, I've not heard of it. Oh, Jedi Survivor, sorry. I thought...
Let's stop here.
I thought you were just talking about some like other game. Oh, that shows you I'm tired, aren't I? Oh my god. I was just thinking of like what that game would be about. I was like, is that like a shooter or something? I reckon we can jump. Is that a big boss? I'm not sure I can stomach that right now. Oh. Come on, bruh. Come at me, bruh. Just give him everything I got. Gamer Eye, hello. Yeah, it's not better, no. Definitely not here. Oof. It's like one of those Icelandic waterfalls. Should we get under it? To get 60 all the time, what do you have to do? You have to get down on your knees and pray. Pray to the gaming gods. You could switch on FSR quality. You'd be in and around 60 with that. You could also, yeah, you could just drop the settings down to get consistently over. You could drop, we didn't really check because each individual. You could drop these, you could drop all them. One setting would probably give you close to 60. I'm not sure it would give you like consistently above, but just using FSR quality would give you around 60. The issue you've got is the stuttering is still, you'll still get stuttering just under. You turn ray tracing off, you get 60 plus. No, actually you don't. You get just under, you get dips under 60 with ray tracing off at native 4K still, because of the stuttering. I'm thinking maybe I can just jump this, can I? Oh no, I don't think I can. Can I just jump up here? There's a little cave. How does this compare to 4090? Well, with the same settings at native, we're getting, you know, we're getting on average between like 40 and 55. With the 4090 in this area, we had on average between 55 and 80. Gives you like 10 to 15 FPS more with that ray tracing. Yeah, so you still dip below 60. Like, we are still dipping below 60 here, but it does give you slightly closer. But the issues are the stuttering. If they fix that, you'd be more close around 60. If you go FSR quality and no ray tracing, you'd easily probably stay above 60. But like, look at our 0.1% lows, 5. You know, that's the killer. That's the real big killer, is the stuttering. How much VRAM? Well, we're allocated at 22 gigs of VRAM at the moment. It's in the top left. I don't really want to kill these birds. I always feel quite bad. Game is still quite bright, isn't it? Still seems quite bright to me. Default.
Not authorized. Taking the job.
Those things fire so fast.
Buddy, help. You are nothing. System damage.
You just try and hit me. I can't believe that droid just tried to smack me. How dare you?
Lock tight.
I don't really know where I'm going here. Hit him off!
Munitions out. Assess delivered damage.
Run. Where are all those things? Not really sure where I gotta go. Oh, I'm dead, am I? Oh no, I tried to grab it. Oh, almost. We go down here before. Leave me alone. Little picnic down here.
You won't get away. Just need one good shot.
Give me more.
Oh god, this is bad. This is bad.
You got me.
Oh my god.
You're pretty nimble.
Right. That's what you get.
That's it. Give it a try. Not bad, huh?
I feel great.
There you are, good as new. Almost. Phone wars weren't yesterday.
Did we win?
Nope.
Oh no.
Right. Can I... Is there a... Keep going down there.
Let's stop.
Save it. Right, guys, I'm gonna have to head off, I'm afraid. It's been fun though. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll be back on tomorrow. Try and do. I do need to edit. I've got a 4098K, but I'll try and edit the video tomorrow, and that'll come out on Sunday. But what I'll do is tomorrow I'll probably switch to the 4080, do that, and then on Monday I can do the 4070s, the Ti and the non-Ti, and then try and do the XT and the Arc as well. Try and just get through as many as we can over the weekend. Yeah, so just make sure you're subscribed and your notifications on so you see when I go live. Try and go live every day with something. But yeah, hope you guys have a good evening. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll try and aim for about midday, 1 o'clock UK time, but I'll schedule the stream so you should be able to see what time that I go live. But yeah, catch you in the next one.